Hey, welcome to my porch of social isolation. You may hear birds chirping. Cars will probably drive by. We may get the occasional toddler running through and/or screaming. Sorry. Um, but this is our first interaction with this whole distance learning thing, and I wanted it to be more personal. So instead of writing you a message, I'm making this video. So here we go. Uh, as far as I see it, we all have a choice. We can either languish in bed all day, we can stare at our phones and wallow in all of the sorrow that we're surrounded with, or we can get out of bed, make the bed, and move through our day with a sense of purpose. And yes, that's why I'm wearing this tie. Please don't judge me. So, what I want to do with this message today is to tell you some of the things that I do know, some things that we don't yet know, but hopefully we'll have answers for in the coming weeks or days, and give you just a rough sense of where we're going. So, to begin with, grades are done. Your third quarter grades are in. So, if you see an error, let me know. Otherwise, assume that's how third quarter will look for you. And the news I have received is that your exams have been canceled. That is the update at the moment. Now, of course, this is an ever-changing process, so stay tuned. But at the moment, exams are canceled, which means that we can return to a normal pace. Before the break, we were rushing to get through our content before exams, and now we can slow down a bit and do a deeper dive into some of the more interesting concepts regarding the human brain, which is a fantastic unit, and so we can really take our time with that. I'm looking forward to it. We don't know exactly how colleges are going to handle the lack of exams. We don't yet know how eligibility for diplomas will be determined. All we know is that the IAs are being submitted, predicted grades are going to be submitted, and then your actual physical paper exams in May have been canceled at the current moment. So that's what the last quarter will look like in the big picture. Looking ahead, your weekly schedule will follow a rotation. As if we were in school, there'll be A, B, and C days. There will be a, quote, bell schedule, where we are supposed to be attending, virtually, a regular schedule, minus fifth period that no longer exists. That's set aside for, I believe, a study hall and academic advising via virtual conferencing. Again, the details on that are still kind of in the works. However, I do know that Monday is an A day. Therefore, my A67 senior class should meet at a set time. There's a bell schedule on Microsoft Teams. Check it out. We will assume moving forward that at those set times, you will be checking your classes. You're welcome to work ahead if teachers are putting up work in advance, but the idea is that you are checking in with your classes regularly. The reasoning behind that is that we don't want teachers to dump a week's worth of work on you, which then becomes a sort of insurmountable task when all of your teachers are dumping all of their work on you at once. And so we're trying to spread it out over the week. That's the goal. We'll see how it works. So having said that, A day, I see you Monday, C day on Wednesday. And so we'll have one C day lesson this week. And that will be it for biology this week. That lesson, I'm still working it out, how we'll handle this. And the nature of these lessons will change throughout the quarter. I'm going to try and figure out ways for you to do some lab work at home, some very simple models of experiments. Try and get you out doing some more fun assignments rather than just online quizzes and busy work. That's not my goal. I'm going to try to add as much humanity to this experiment as I possibly can. So while the structure of the lessons may change, our goal is to follow a set routine where we meet for A, B, C rotations as usual. And at the moment, that's basically all I know. There's lots of things changing every day, and so you'll just have to stay tuned, and I'll have to stay tuned, and we'll do our best. Before I sign off, I just want to share some things that I'm grateful for. Perhaps they'll resonate with you. First of all, when I sign into social media, I see my friends in Europe filming their neighbors singing from their balconies. Life has moved on. People are still thriving in these very difficult circumstances. I'm grateful that I can work from my porch and hear the birds chirping. It's not ideal necessarily, but okay. I'm grateful that when I walk around my neighborhood quickly with at least 6 feet of distance between everyone around me, I see people exercising in their yards. People are making it work. My garden is thriving. I'll show you one of these days. And most of all, I'm grateful that I'm healthy enough to do this job right now. People who are sick with the coronavirus, COVID-19, here comes a truck down the street, here it comes. People sick with this disease, they must recover, they must be treated in complete isolation. It's an incredibly lonely, difficult experience, and I do not have to experience that at the moment. And I'm grateful that I'm here and well enough to conduct this distance learning experiment with you, and hopefully we can all feel grateful for that. And then lastly, I'm looking forward to seeing you guys again. While I might not see you physically in person before you head off to college, we will be doing some video conferencing, and so we'll chat. But I miss you already. This is not the job I signed up for, but we're going to make the best of it, and talk to you soon. Take care.